Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. Let's get it. Yo. How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday evening, man? Oh, today it's Monday. Shit. let me change the title, man. It's freaking Monday. Oh my goodness. I went through the whole day today thinking it was Sunday. Jeez, oh flip. What a night. Alright, that's good. I saved it. Simple mistake. It's Monday. I'm sorry, y'all. Monday. I know, I'm all mixed up. How's everybody doing? I just want to say thank you, man. I know today's Labor Day. I was hesitant on doing a live tonight, but I was like, it's the night before the market open. I always do it. I've been doing it for years. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go ahead and do it. So I just want to say first and foremost, thank you guys for taking time out of your night to come kick it. I'll make sure you guys get some value from this, alright? Yeah, today definitely gave me Sunday vibes. It gave me Sunday vibes. That's why I was like, it's Sunday, But, alrighty, cool. Let's get into it, man. What's up, everybody? What's good, Jacqueline? I think that's how you pronounce it. Shay, what's good, brother? Fitz, Rico, Matthew. What's up, Paris? How you doing? Let's get it. Yes, sir. Braden, what's up, man? Mr. Walcott, PDRP, Jordan, Tasha, Retire Fire, Dexter. What's good, man? Let's hop right into it, you guys. It is Monday night. Once again, thank you guys for taking time out of your Monday to come kick it. Really appreciate that. Let's get straight into it. As always, we're going to start with the economic data for the week ahead. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. Let me get this full screen for you guys so everybody can see crystal clear. I got to zoom in again because for some reason this page is always so blurry for you guys. But let me see if I can get this going to where it's nice and clear. Is this good for you guys? Everybody can see clear. Everybody can hear clear. Everything's good. Let's get this thing rocking, baby. We are going into Tuesday, September 5th. This is a very light week, and I am excited about it. Very, very light week in terms of our actual economic data. Even earnings, very, very light. So I am excited about that. We don't really have much to worry about there. We can just focus on the charts and keep it moving. So, what do we have this week? First things first is we do have factory orders, which is on Tuesday. God, man, this week is killing me. I was about to say Monday. And this Sunday off, man, it's just throwing my whole week off here. So, tomorrow, Tuesday, factory orders, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of influence, I would give this probably a solid 5, like 5 or 6, depending, 5 or 6, right around there. Wednesday, September 6th, we do have International Trade in Goods and Services. That's right around that 6 mark as well. What's up, Royal, Willie, Chris? What's good, man? Greg, Nico, how you doing, man? Hope y'all having a great night. But we do also have ISM and and PMI. God, man, I'm just everywhere tonight. PMI and ISM, which is at 9:45 and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Right, so Wednesday, that's kind of the bigger day. Not even a bigger day. We just have more data. So that's going to be 8:30 a.m., 9:45 a.m., 10 a.m. All right. Thursday, we have jobless claims, and then productivity cost. Jesus, man. I can't get it together tonight, man. This whole 3-day weekend done killed me. But yeah, jobless claims, productivity cost, 8:30 a.m., Jobless claims we have every single week. There is some influence in there, but nothing, too significant. Friday, we're crystal clear, but this is a pretty chill week. Like, if we had some good setups in terms of the chart, I would be comfortable swinging. There's no data this week that would restrict me from swinging, right? That's my personal opinion. So if you guys want to make, your decision off of that, I'm comfortable swinging in terms of no economic data. So if that changes your guys' view by anything, more power to it. But yeah, this is what we got for the week ahead. Factory orders Tuesday. International Trading Goods Services, PMI, ISM, which is on Wednesday, jobless claims on Thursday, Friday we're crystal clear. So it's a nice week, right? It's very refreshing to see that we don't have economic data on top of economic data. Having to duck and dodge, make sure you're out of positions. It's just annoying. Nah, I haven't had anything to drink this weekend, man. I just have a lot going on right now. I just a lot going on, man. A lot going on. A lot going on. But yeah, let's hop into the charts, you guys. Let's go get right into it. So as always, give me 1 second, guys. I left my lights on in my car. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn them off real quick. All right, cool. I'm back. All right. CR. I can make a list. I can make a list and post it for you guys. Yeah, I just got to my office. I was running a little bit late, and they just let me know I had my car lights on. I appreciate that because I would have been pissed if I came out there and my battery was dead. I'd really be upset about that. But yeah, we're good to go. Just had to lock my car. Sometimes my lights stay on. I don't know why. Funky candlestick colors. Oh yeah. That's a new indicator that I just made. But yeah, guys, let's get straight into it. As always, we'll start with futures here, ES and Q. See what we got for the week ahead. Pretty uneventful week last week, but I do want to talk about this monthly chart because this monthly chart does have a lot of value. We're looking at NQ here. This is the first chart that we're looking at. And for those who are wondering what these wonky candlesticks are in terms of the color, so the purple one, well really, purple and blue, it's an indicator that I made. It isn't shareable. It's just a Pine script that I created. It's called an EMA crossover. Pretty much what it does is it highlights the candlestick when there's a bullish or bearish crossover, right? So that's all it does. So when the 9 and 21 EMA either crosses up or crosses down, it changes the candlestick color so I know exactly when it's happening, right? So it adds confluence in terms of trading reversals and stuff like that. Just gives me a little bit more insight without having, those moving averages up because I hate the way they look, right? It's like cluttered. Like all these moving averages are cluttered on my chart. So if you notice here, right, when the moving average crosses down, it turns the candlestick purple. When it crosses up, it turns it blue. So it just gives me a little bit more insight while keeping my charts cleaner. It's just something that I created. I can share it, but I'll have to, obviously copy the script and send it to you guys. I have no problem doing that, but it's super long. But yeah, NQ. What we got going on here is this last monthly candle, right? I like this a lot, right? For those who don't know, what this tells us, right? If we were to break down this candlestick here, what this tells us is at one point in time, sellers were in full control, right? So if you look at this candlestick, right? This candlestick was fully red at one point, right? Like sellers were in full control. But obviously we've seen that buyers stepped in and pushed that candle back up into those highs, creating this little bullish doji here, right? So that is why I like this monthly close here, right? And we're going into September now, so we have a new monthly bar. So ideally, what I would like to see on this chart for the upside is I would like to see this monthly bar break above the previous month's high, right? So that's going to put us right about here at about 16,000. If we can get above that 16,000, I think we'll likely see those all-time highs up here. That's my personal opinion. In terms of the downside, it's simple. We just got to get back below those monthly lows, right? And I'll break that down on a lower time frame so you guys can see what that looks like. But yeah, I think the higher time frames still look good. Even the weekly chart still looks good here. I mean, this essentially just looked like a retest for a move higher, right? So we have this nice little uptrend here. We've been holding higher highs and higher lows, and here we are putting in another higher low to go with this nice little uptrend. So it looks like we do want to go a little bit higher, but ultimately we have to see, right? It's too early to tell. We're still contained within this daily resistance here, this daily structure, which is at 16,000. This is the big pivot going forward, right? But I think the chart still looks good. Now, what would I do with it is the question. I mean, right now we are trading in supply, right? We've identified that. So if you can look at this chart here, we do have a big area of supply within this area, right? So if you look at this chart, we can identify that. Hey, this once was a major resistance that turned to support, held as resistance, confirmed, and it was valid based off the last retest, which sent us to new lows, right? So we could see that this area is a big inflection point in terms of an actual resistance, and that's where we're currently trading at. So if we were going to reject, it would probably be around this area, or obviously the supply up here, but it's honestly hard to tell. Like if we're looking at this daily chart, it looks a little bearish, right? And just to give you guys some pointers, when you're looking at these time frames and you're going across these time frames, it is crucial that you're looking at the chart from a multi-time frame analysis perspective, right? Not just looking at the candlesticks or one chart pattern or one candlestick pattern. You're looking at an overview in terms of the actual trend, right? So you're looking for the two C's, conflict or confluence. That's what we're looking for. So if we look at those higher time frames, we're still in a macro uptrend. But once we get down to these lower time frames, it's starting to get a little skewed, right? I mean, this right here, this little candlestick formation here, I would consider this pretty bearish, right? What this shows me is we obviously have this little indecision candle here, but next to that indecision candle, this candle next to it, we attempted to break those highs of the previous candle, failed them, closed back below a pretty heavy top wick, and then obviously we have this candle here. So this candle's kind of make or break if we're just going to consolidate and sit between this area, form a flag, and continue, or is this going to turn into a 3-bar reversal? So it's kind of like an iffy position we're at right now, and that's why my watch list was the way that it was, that I have a more open-ended view on the market rather than being biased to one side or another, which I don't encourage anybody to do. You never really want to be biased because that creates emotion, and emotion is not ideal when trading. But I think we look good. I do. I mean, you can even consider this kind of like a distorted head and shoulders, but I don't want to go that far. But for the chart, levels that I'm watching, let's see what we got here. So we have a pretty big level here at 14,450. I think this was the same level we were watching last week too. 14,450. I think that was a big level we were watching last week. But what I'm going to watch this week is I'm going to watch, let's fix this here. Fix that. All right, we're good to go. So moving forward for this week, for those future traders, now don't get all worked up yet, guys. I'm going to go over QQQ and SPY as well for those of you who don't trade futures. I just like to go over ES and NQ because, for one, I watch them daily. I know a lot of other people do as well. But yeah, so this chart, I would watch this 15,450 area. If we can get below 15,450, I think we'll definitely see that 15,300 and maybe even 15,000. And then, of course, to the upside, just watch these hourly highs at 15,660. Above that, we'll likely see those 15,900s, maybe even the 16,000s. But the big level to the upside is going to be 16,000 on NQ. Now, ES, we'll keep it short and sweet here. We are trading in a massive supply, right? Now, I do want to do a higher time frame check on here. And it's pretty much the same look as NQ, right? We had this nice little long leg doji here, so that's pretty decent. Weekly pretty much looks good as well. I mean, we held this demand at 4,300, 4,350. But once we get out to the lower time frames, this is where things get a little complicated, right? Looking at the hourly and the 4-hour, we're trading in a pretty huge supply here, right? You can see what's happened previously. Every time we've tested this supply, we've seen some nasty rejections, including last week, right? So this is tough, right? We're in a tough scenario here. We just bounced off of macro demand, and we're rejecting the supply now, so it's kind of just like a ping pong back and forth. But what I would watch on ES is, first and foremost, I would watch this 4550, 4540 supply, right? That's the first thing I would watch. I would watch for weakness there, right? And obviously, if we wanted to go long, we got to get back above that supply at 4550. So that'd be our kind of pivot line in the sand for the upside. But as of now, it does look like we want to come lower, right? We've seen the rejections we need to see off the supply. We failed it on 3 different occasions, right? Tested it here, failed it. Attempted to go higher, failed it. Put in a lower high. So once we sweep this structure here, we should see lower down into this 4480, 4485. So that's kind of beginning my mindset. As long as we're below this 4450, 4440 supply, I'm going to look for that break of 4500 down into 4480, 4485. That's going to kind of be my mindset for tomorrow at least. Yeah, that's probably going to be my game plan. But yeah, now that we went over NQ and ES, let's go break down QQQ and SPY, because I know a majority of you guys trade that. Charts are relatively the same in terms of, obviously, higher time frames. We're just looking at the actual index when we're looking at ES and NQ, right? But this is QQQ, right? And what we were talking about at NQ, let's translate this over here on QQQ. So the levels that we should be watching are obviously Friday's highs, right? We've created this level of supply, right? A supply, for those who don't know, right? An individual level, right? If we're looking at individual level, 380 is an individual level, right? 370 is an individual level. Those are key levels, right? That is a key level. That's one individual level. For those who don't know, supply and demand are simply just an area rather than one individual key level. That is it. A lot of people like to overcomplicate supply and demand. They like to call it fucking, you know, lower north order block liquidity sweep from down south. Man, look, it's an area rather than a zone. That's all it is, right? It's an area where pending bid orders are, pending ask orders are. No need to overcomplicate it. I'm an advocate of the KISS method. Keep it stupid simple, right? So we've created this pocket of supply. The reason it's a supply is because, for one, we're using a level-to-level system here. We have our first rejection, which is at 380. Then we have our second rejection, which is at 381.05. That's creating a pocket of supply, right? Not only did the stock reject it here, but it rejected here. So when you have those within $1 and $2 range, that is a pocket of supply, right? So when this stock approaches the zone, this should be an area of interest for us, right? That is what we're looking for. It's literally that simple, right? Now, there's other methods to identify supply and demand, but that's the easiest one for new traders, right? So we're going to be watching at 381, 380. First and foremost, if we get above 381, I think we'll squeeze back into these highs. Above 381, we should see 385 and 390. I wholeheartedly believe in that. And I will trade it, right? But the downside, I mean, right now we're trading above a big demand, right? How do I know this is a demand? Look what's happened previously. Held here, massive move here, little consolidation through here, but the validity comes from the last test and interaction, right? What happened here? Massive dump going from support to resistance. Massive dump. Look at this one here. Massive dump. We've seen that this 374.50, 375.50, we can visually see it. There's nothing not this trust here, right? People are like, oh, how do I trust my analysis? You just have to know what to look for one. You got to know what to do, when to do it. But when it comes to technical analysis, anybody can learn it because it's all visual, right? The hard part is execution when it comes to trading psychology and actually managing a position with real money while the market's moving. This is the easy part, right? But we can visually see that this area is respected on multiple occasions, regardless of support or resistance. So that is how I know that this level is strong. My job now is to watch price action as it approaches the zone, right? So I'm going to be watching QQQ as it approaches the zone, and if I see this momentum slowing down, I see some intraday confirmation in terms of a base or a failure to go lower, that's when I can look to execute, right? So this is the first step in terms of a three-part plan to execute, right? Prepare, plan, and execute. This is the preparing aspect of trading. Right now, we're preparing. We're creating a trading plan. We're figuring out what we're going to do, why we're going to do it, and when we're going to do it. Planning is when the trade actually presents itself. We're planning our entry, we're planning our exit, and we're planning our stop loss. Executing is us actually pressing the buy button or the sell button to get out of the trade. It's a three-part process in terms of actually getting there, right? But it's not that complicated as people make it. Trading is not easy by any means, right? But the technical analysis aspect, which is 90% of the foundation of us, right? I mean, there's not really many retail fundamental traders that I know of, right? A lot of us are technical traders trading based off the chart, right? Which is ultimately how the market moves. It moves based off buying and selling, supply and demand, structure, support to resistance, right? So it makes sense that we're all technical traders because that's how the market moves, right? Sorry for the tangent. It just literally irritates me when you go on fucking YouTube and you type in supply and demand stock market and a fucking calculus equation comes up. We don't want to hear it. Sorry. Right? We don't care about the fucking order block from fucking Notre Dame. Like, no, we don't. Right? Just let me know what I need to do, when I need to do it, and I'll do it. Right? We don't need all the riffraff in between. Alright? But yeah, that's QQQ, what I'm looking to do with it this week. Fairly nice chart, right? I do like it to a certain extent, but there is better names to trade, and we'll go over those in a minute. Here we are on SPY, right? SPY, we covered ES. ES is sitting in that big supply. And for those who don't know, I watch all three, ES, SPX, and SPY. Why? Because it provides insight, right? I might see something on ES that's not on SPY, right? Say, for example, this 4,500 level. You can see it. I have it marked on my chart, right? ES 4,500. That's a major psychological level, right? And you can see it's provided a reaction for SPY, right? So I need to have this on my chart. I need to be aware. Right? I need to be aware. And those are the steps that I take to do so. Those big higher time frame moving averages. I put them on my chart. How else am I going to know the 50 moving average on the daily is there? I wouldn't. Right? And a lot of people are like, why did this happen? Why did that happen? Well, usually the chart will tell you. This chart is like a book. Right? It's like a big book. Right? It tells a story. These candlestick patterns, chart patterns, everything came together to create a book. You just got to know how to read it, right? And that's our job, right? But SPY, we're trading in this big supply. We've identified that. How? By visually looking at the chart. What has happened last time we tested this area? Last time, right? We've seen some major rejections along with it holding as support. So this 453, 453.50 is going to be our line in the sand. And this is the same trade I took on Friday, right? I took this exact trade. No, was this Friday? No, this was Thursday. I took this trade on Thursday, right? And for those of you that were live trading with me, I literally waited from market open all the way until 11 a.m. to take a trade, right? I waited an hour, 1 hour. Why? Because nothing was present. Look at the price action here. Nothing here screams trade me, right? What this screams to me is weakness, indecision, right? And if you guys remember, this is the trade that we took on Thursday, right? We nailed the top off of 453, which is the same supply I'm talking about now. And from 453, we seen low of the day, right? Absolute beautiful level. I think on this day I made like $3,500 in this trade. It was a big trade. Yeah. So SPY, right? 453, 453.50. That is the supply. In order for us to go long, we need to get back above that, right? So 453.50. Break and hold above, we can look to go long for the gap fill into 455.50. Now the downside, I'm going to be watching Friday's lows. It's a high risk entry below 450, right? I do like it, right? So what I'm going to be looking for is a break and hold below Friday's lows. I didn't post this on my watch list because it's high risk. I don't like, putting new traders at risk. But I do like this break and hold below Friday's lows, right? The only contingent here is the fact that ES 4500's here. But my game plan is kind of like take it light below 450, and then once we get below 448.75, add more for the move down into 445, 446, which then I would look to flip and take a relief bounce. So that's kind of my mindset on SPY, right? Very open-minded. And that's how I plan on approaching it, right? But yeah, so we went over NQ, ES, QQQ, and SPY. Let's hop over to the individual names that we're watching here, and I did have a couple things I wanted to cover tonight, so we'll take a couple moments at the end. But let me see here. Let me get something set up for you guys. Alrighty, cool. There we go. Awesome. So, Airbnb, right? Airbnb on Friday, after hours, it had news that it was being included into the S&P 500 during the next rebalance, right? So that is a positive catalyst. So that is making this name in play. As you can see, when that news came out, Airbnb loved it, right? Strong gap up after hours. So what we're going to look to do is we're going to look to catch that first day move or that pullback for a nice bounce, right? So Airbnb, what we're looking for is we're going to look for a nice bounce off this 134, 136 demand, or a break and hold above this hourly structure at 141 for a nice move into 144, 145. So Airbnb, I'm going to look for a break and hold above. Once we get that break and hold, look for that 5-minute candle closure. If there's volume, we could take it. If there's not volume, wait for the retest. Use that individual level as your stop loss, or use the breakout candle low. There's two options there. But then I'll look for that move into 144, 145. That's what I'm going to look for on Airbnb, along with the pullback into 134, 136 for a nice bounce. That is my main watch. This is honestly my favorite for the week ahead. Next one is Affirm. This is my second favorite, and you guys can see why, right? Look at this Affirm chart. What do you guys notice here? We just broke a massive daily resistance, right? Massive. Now, as I stated on my watch list, we are getting a bit extended, right? And volume is also decreasing, right? So this is what I'm a little hesitant about. But I do love this level, and I do love this setup. So what I'm going to be watching on Affirm is a pullback for a break and retest. This is all this is, a break and retest for a move higher, right? I'm going to be looking for a bounce off of 19.50 and 20. This is great for small accounts, right? If it gets strong, we can take it above 22. So look for that break and hold above 22, and we can go long, right? That's what we can do here with Affirm, right? Very nice setup that I like with Airbnb. The two A's, Airbnb and Affirm, are my top watches. Beautiful names, right? Long as they move, we should have a setup. If it pulls back, we could take a bounce. If it continues higher, we can take the breakout, right? Very simple. But yeah, I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. If anybody has any questions regarding trading, my business, entrepreneurship, anything, feel free to ask it, man. If it's something about a level, chart, doesn't matter, man. Help me help you guys, man. If you have a question, feel free to ask it. Let's get it. Yeah, Firm was fire. We traded on Friday. I personally didn't catch it, but it was on my watch list for Friday. I know some people caught it. Right? Super, super dope. Lulu. This is another one, right? And you guys can see exactly my goal is with these Sunday lives is for one to educate you guys and two to prepare you guys, right? I've been doing this for almost 3 years every Sunday for free. Like if you attended every single live I've ever done, you likely would be a profitable trader. Like I've done some lessons on risk management, on price action, on creating a watch list, like psychology. I've done so much. And to be honest, they're all available. They're all in a Google Drive. Every live I've ever done is in the Google Drive. Every single one. How'd I gain clients from my lawn care business? I started door to door, right? I literally went door to door. That was how I first started. Then I found out about Facebook ads. That was the best thing I ever did. I spent $50 on Facebook ads one time. That shit returned me like $700. I got like 1,000% return. It was fucking awesome. Right, or 100x, right? So I paid $50 for the ads, and based off the clients that I got, made $700, and that was it for me. So I would take 5 to 10% of the what I made that week, put it back into Facebook ads, right? And that is how I ran it. Started door to door. Door to door got me a nice client base to where I was making decent money per week. Sticking with developments, close homes in terms of being next to each other, so I can knock a few out at the same neighborhood. That is what I would encourage. If you're in a lawn care business, man, you can make it. It just takes hard work, dedication, and grind. Sun up to sundown, you can do it. There's a lot of money, man. You got to think about it, guys. Check this out. If it's just you, right? I'm sorry to get off topic from trading, but check this out. This is how I got a nest egg, right? A lot of people like to talk about a nest egg. This is how I got my started into entrepreneurship, right? Lawn care. You got to think about it, right? I can cut 10 to 12 yards a day safely. If I want to go hard, I can get like 15, maybe 20, right? But 15 at $40 a piece, come on, yo. $700, $700 a day, right? You do that 6 days a week. Like, come on, man. You're making like $4K a week. That's $12K a month. Expenses, you have obviously your gas, weed whacker string. If anything breaks, your expenses are very, very low, right? It's all time, right? But the time is getting rewarded through your work. So that's a cool thing. And if you're a fan of instant gratification, you'll love it because obviously you get to see your work instantly. That's why I also loved the lawn care business, is because when I got finished, I instantly seen my work, and that was very rewarding for me, right? If you guys like instant gratification, go cut grass. That's another reason I loved it. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, that's super transparent. If I want to do something, I want to do it now. If I want something, I want to do it now. So that definitely helped in that. My definition of a relief bounce is when a stock is overextended and buyers need to step in order for the health of the trend, right? Like when a stock gets unhealthily, how would you say it? I don't know. It gets too extended, right? Put it that way. Yeah, sorry for the little rant, but yeah, if you guys are in the lawn care business, that's what I encourage you guys to do. To be honest, if we have some bosses in the chat, we have some business owners in the chat. What type of business do you have? I'm very curious to see where you guys are at, what you guys are doing for a living, or what job do you work, right? Where's everybody at? If you don't want to post it, that's fine. That I know a lot of you guys probably are confidential and stuff like that. It's completely fine. You want privacy, awesome, no worries. But yeah, if you guys want to share, I'm curious to see what you guys do for work. But Lulu, right? I'm gonna look at the chat while I'm doing this as well. Music videos, that's fucking awesome. Restaurant owner, dope. But yeah, Lulu, you guys can see why I love this as well. We just broke a major daily resistance. We had a positive earnings report, which is a catalyst making this name in play, along with the fact that we broke a major resistance with volume, right? So simply same concept as a firm, right? We're gonna look for a pullback into this 390, 395 for a bounce, or we're going to look for a continuation setup above 406.75. So if we get a break and hold above 406.75, we can look to go long for a move into 410, and then we have nothing but room into 435. This is my absolute top watch. I saved the best for last. Lulu is my top watch, but I want to give you guys a forewarning. Sometimes it is, a little bit wonky in terms of spread, so make sure you guys are aware of that for the options liquidity. But this is my top watch, Lulu. We have a multi-time frame breakout. Look at the weekly chart. Look at the major resistance we just broke. Look at that. major, 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 major resistance. Huge engulfing candle here. Nice rising volume. We have a positive earnings catalyst behind us. Daily looks good. Weekly looks good. Hourly looks good. This is an A+ setup for me personally. Let's see what we got here. What are you guys doing for work? Smoke shops, exotic cars. Awesome, man. Barbering. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Aircraft maintenance. Dope. Sheetrock construction. Leather repair. Credit repair. Real estate. Mortgage lender. Dope, dope. E-commerce. Sweet. Firefighter. Army. Thank you for your service, man. Car. Phone flipper. Flight attendant. Flight attendant, I feel like would be dope. That'd be cool. Do I wear Lulus? Nah, man. No Lulus for me. Car service, nice. Wendy's. Hey, man, you gotta start somewhere. Lawn care, landscape over. That's what's up, Nathan, man. Let's get it. Commercial real estate, nice. Am I doing a small account check? Yes, I am. Power washing company, concrete ceiling business. Nice, man. That's a good business to be in. Screenshot of my fibs. Yeah, sure. My settings are normal, right? Just there's nothing crazy with them. This is my settings here. Here you guys go. If you guys are interested in my my thing's lagging. Give me a second. I'm gonna post this in the Instagram as well. There we go. I just saved it. All right, I'm gonna post this as well in a moment. There we go. Cool. All right, that's up for you guys. You guys can screenshot it, do what you want with it. But yeah, let's get back to these charts real quick. Shoe cleaner, nice. Egg distributors, nice. Cool, cool, man. Jaden, just copy my chart tomorrow. Copy my chart, you'll have all my settings. But here you go. It's just I have the 9 EMA 9, so I have them set up to 9 on the hourly, 9 on the 4 hour, 9 on the daily, 21 hourly, 21 4 hour, 21 daily, and I have the 100 EMA and 200 EMA on that. So Jaden, just think of it like this. I have the 9 EMA for the hourly, 4 hour daily. I have the 21 EMA for the hourly, 4 hour daily. And then I have the 100 MA and 200 MA on the daily. Very simple. Spot has been crazy, man. That has been crazy. And I'm very salty because 2 weeks ago, I talked about this. I talked about Spotify, right? I completely forgot about it. I talked about Spotify right here. Said that I loved it. I wanted to swing it. And I didn't set an alert. I forgot all about it. I was butthurt about that, man. It was just a macro demand test, right? Like if you look at spot here, beautiful resistance that was broken, held as support, higher time frame break and retest, A+ setup, very, very defined risk here, beautiful reward, nasty daily gap fill. Man, this was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we were literally watching it right here. I told you guys I was interested in a swing right there, but I missed it. I missed it. Which is alright, you know, it happens. Just got to be more attentive and proactive with setting alerts. Alerts, man, will save you guys. But last name we're watching here, and let's get into some actual educational talk here, right? But Tesla, right? Tesla was extremely, extremely weak on Friday relative to the overall market. We can look at Tesla's chart. We can look at SPY's chart. Look at SPY on Friday, right? Barely moved anywhere, right? Very, very small move, right? You look at QQQ, right? Very, very small move. Barely moved anywhere, right? But if you go look at Tesla, relative weakness, right? It underperformed the market. It was a lot weaker than the overall market, right? That is why we're saying, hey, Tesla's relatively weak. So if we have a name that's already weak, if the market was to get weak, Tesla's just going to get weaker, right? So what we're watching on Tesla is we have a big, big supply here, right? So if we look at the chart, let's break down the supply. So now that you guys know how to identify supply and demand, let's break down what Tesla is, right? So if we look at this chart here, we can see we had a major support, broken, turned to resistance, broken, held as support again. So we've seen on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different occasions that this area is respected regardless of support or resistance. What makes you think it's not going to be respected again? That's when price action comes to play, right? If we come into this 250, 252 area, I'm going to be looking for a reject, right? So I'm going to watch price action as we approach this area. We see momentum slowing down, some intraday confirmation. We can take a reject here off this 250, 252, where we have a nice confluence with the 100 MA on the weekly as well, right? So I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Demetrius, I just pulled him up. I'm going to post him as well on Instagram. Let me see. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Apple? Yeah, I'll check it out for you. For sure. For sure. Let me take a drink of water and we'll get into it. Meta, I'll check it out as well. So Tesla, what we're watching is a 250, 252 reject or below 242. So if you look at this chart here, very clean level from Friday's low at 242. So if we get a nice break and hold below, we can definitely short Tesla down into this 235 area. Below 235, it's lights out to 226.50. I love this if the market gets weak. Regarding the Patreon, yeah, it is gone, but for everybody that, say for example, if you are in the middle of the month, right, it will cancel, so you won't get charged obviously anymore. But if you would like live trading in signals, that is obviously in Honey Drip. But if you just want to follow me specifically, you can tune into Instagram, right? So you can go to my Instagram and you can join there. You know, you have access to the Google Drive and my daily trading plan. But if you want to, live trading in signals on a daily basis, from me, Brett, Mike, and Raveler, obviously this can be in a Honey Drip. And you can use my code Felony, right? So whatever you want on the Honey Drip site, just type in the Felony as a code, and you will get actually very decent % off. Doesn't matter what package it is. You can go try the trial for a week. You can go get the monthly or whatever you would like. Just use the code Felony. That is a discount specific to me, right? That I offered you guys. Nicholas, it will be uploaded, right? So on Instagram, it will be uploaded. Where I'm about to post this right now. Give me 1 second. Let me actually do this now. If not, I will forget. And ADHD is a blessing and a curse. I have a fucking attention span of a squirrel, but once I focus on something, it's game over. It's literally game over. Alright, there we go. I just posted. Let's see. Yep, there we go. For example, what if I got charged 6 days ago for September? This is for September. Mohammed, DM me. I'll get it straightened out. I just need your name and I'll get it straightened out. If it's this situation like that, I can definitely help you out. No problem. No problem. When you pay someone to manage your investment portfolio, what is that called, guys? I wouldn't pay anyone to manage your investment portfolio. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, right? But knowing what I know now, I fuck a financial advisor if they're going to tell you to, they're going to take your money and put it in something for 2% a year. You guys right now can literally go to Webull, deposit up to $1 million that's FDIC insured, and get 5% a year. Anybody who's not taking advantage of that, I don't know what to tell you, right? If you have capital on the side that's just sitting there and you don't have money in Webull right now, I don't know what to tell you. It's a literal free 5%. 5% on your money in a year for free. No questions, no subscriptions, no fees, and you could even trade with the money if you wanted. That's what I meant to tell you guys. Listen, DJT, please DM me. PDRP, please. I'll make sure you get squared away. Matter of fact, I'm going to make it easy for you guys. DM send me an email here with your name and yeah, just copy that, paste it. That's my personal email. I just gave it out to almost 314 people. I'm gonna make this recording private, but send it there. Adriel, it will be. I have to update it. It will be. It will be. Matter of fact, it should be. It should be. Hold on a second. It should be. But yeah, we're gonna get into the topic here in a moment. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll get straight into it. But yes, for you guys. No. Game Boy Tommy. It is 100% FDIC insured. 100%. 100%. Let's see. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put for the trial. There we go. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna get you guys squared away. Dora. How do I do this? I don't know how to do it. I'll work on this in a minute. Yeah, because it's going to take me a second. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working either. But yeah, if you guys got any questions or topics you want me to go over, post them now. We'll go ahead and go over them. Let's see. Alrighty. IG Live's coming soon. Yes, I'm going to do an IG Live very, very soon. I haven't done one in a long, long time. Yeah, Wizman. I'm going to do that very soon also. King E. I'm not 100% sure, but it should tell you before you check out. So make sure you guys double check that. Alright, someone wanted me to check out Apple. Whoops, I didn't mean to type that in the chat. Alright, Apple. What do I think on Apple? I mean, obviously, we're very strong here. That was a big relief bounce. I mean, Apple's getting a bit extended. My personal opinion is Apple wants to fill this gap. That is first things first. And then number two, yeah, it's trading in a big supply right now. I really don't have a take on Apple. I would kind of stay away from it. I don't like this price action here. This is not convincing in either direction. Looks like a stairs up, elevator down type move here. But, you know, that's my personal opinion. I don't want to shake anybody out of their trade plan or anything. But one thing I would do with Apple is I would take that 185 bounce, no hesitation. So that's one thing that I would do. That's one thing I would do. That's one thing I would do. Give me 1 second. Alright. What else I got for me? Neo? I'll check out Neo. Yeah, this could be a little bit shorter live tonight. Obviously, we've covered my whole watch list, but I do want to spend a few moments talking about some important topics for you guys. Right, so help me help you guys. Give me some topics. We'll go over it. I'll let you guys know what to help me or what can I do to help you guys. NVIDIA. Someone commented on my post. Let's check out NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA. Hello. NVIDIA right now is sitting in a major supply. If you look at this chart here, we're literally sitting in this 500 supply. Damn, I don't know how I didn't see that. That would have been a good reject off of 500, that big psychological level. Meta, I'll check out in a moment. But NVIDIA, I would watch below 42. Below 42, it's a free fall. So I'm going to set an alert there on NVIDIA. Meta, let's check out. Someone posted that as well. Let's see. Meta, this is very simple. This is a very simple chart. As you can see here, right now we're trading in a supply. We have this previous support, turn resistance, which we even rejected on Friday, right? Right now we're sitting in this little rally base. This is helpful for new traders. These type of patterns can be continuation or reversal. So this is called a rally base. Confirmation in terms of the upside would be a break and hold above the top of the base, which would be 302. So a break and hold 302, I 100% along Meta. We have nothing but room in the 308. Downside, I would also trade on Meta. A break and hold below 294. See a nice little move down to 290. I would be much more interested in trading the upside, but the downside does look good as well. Yeah, 302 is huge on Meta. Rebuilding a smaller account. I mean, it all boils down to discipline and consistency. A smaller account, you have little to no room for error. You have to be very precise and patient. Patient, waiting for your setup, and precise in terms of your entries, as you don't have much capital to average down or manage that trade a little bit different. So I would say patience, precise, like being precise and discipline is super important. Focus more. Listen, guys, this is important. Focus more on being better than you were yesterday than worrying about the gains. If you're worrying about the gains, it's like chasing your tail. You're never going to catch it. But if you focus on learning, developing as a trader, and perfecting who you are as a trader, I promise you, as invaluable. The measure in terms of what would be a better reward, short term or long term, even if you made 1K tomorrow, that doesn't matter if you lose it next week. I would rather make 1 penny for 100 days and gather that invaluable knowledge, experience, and wisdom through those 100 trading days than someone say, hey, if you have $1,000 trade, here you go. I don't want that, right? Trading is a long game. You have to be prepared. If you're 6 months in, I hate to say it, you might be an anomaly, but if you don't have a year in, good luck to you. That's all I'm saying. If you feel, any of you guys, right? A lot of new traders, there's a common theme. They have a couple green days, they get a false a facade in terms of confidence, scale up, get smacked, humbled, right? So what I tell you guys is once you have green days, size down, because that red day is coming. And that is why I tell my mentees, you have to be a good loser. You have to be willing to admit you're wrong. You have to predetermine what you're risking so you don't deal with those unwanted, unwarranted, huge drawdowns on your account or positions that you're not prepared for. That eliminates the whole aspect of market trauma. Market trauma is developed through poor trading and losing money you can't afford to lose, right? Bad experiences develop market trauma. If you instill good habits, you're not going to develop market trauma. You're going to gain experience and knowledge. So when you're trading with smaller capital, focusing on being better than you were yesterday and developing and understanding who you are as a trader, that is invaluable. That experience, that time, that effort that's put into your craft will get poured back into you tenfold in terms of the long term, right? I promise you guys, trading's not easy, right? No way, shape, or form. But if done properly, you follow that system, right? There is a systematic approach. You guys know this about me, right? You get the education, you put the time in, you get the experience, right? That's how it starts. There's a 3-part plan to executing, as I covered a few moments ago. You can do it, but you have to do it properly. You have to play by the market's rules. The market doesn't care about what you have going on in your life. Doesn't care that you're hoping the position goes up. It doesn't care you're over leveraged. It doesn't care that you're trading 0 T's. It doesn't. I'm sorry. Right? It doesn't care that you think the stock can't go higher. It's going to show you that the stock can go higher. Right? Just focus on being better, right, in every aspect. And be the change you need. I tell my mentees this. Be the change you need. Stop doing the same shit you did yesterday, doing it again today, expecting different results. Look that up. That's the definition of insanity. Stop. Right? I had to stop. If I didn't stop, I would have probably fucking, who knows? I would have blew every dollar I had. Right? But I literally rewired my mindset. I took a break, right? People are like, oh man, man, I don't listen. I took a break, right? I took a break. That's first and foremost. I want to make that clear to you guys. I took a break. I took multiple breaks. Sometimes a break is an answer, right? The market's not going anywhere. It's going to be here. 252 trading days a year. I promise you, it's not going anywhere. You're not going to miss anything. There's going to be another train coming by. When a train passes, another one's coming. I promise you, right? What you gain from filling your cup back up in terms of your mental capital is also invaluable, right? It's beyond measure in terms of how valuable it is, right? So I want you guys to focus, right? Not only what you're trading, but how are you feeling when you're trading it? And a lot of you guys fail to realize that your journal has 99.9%, has the answers, to 99.9% of your problems, right? Your struggles. It does. It does. I've taken multiple breaks. I've taken a week break. I've taken 2 weeks breaks. I've taken a 3-week break. And I think at one point I even almost took a 2-month break, right? I've taken multiple breaks, right? Especially in the beginning stages. Lately, I haven't taken many breaks, but I need to, right? I do. Even as an experienced trader, as a profitable trader, I need to take a break. It's healthy, right? Some weeks, my mentees even hear me, and I'll say, hey, man, I'm off my game. I need to take a break, right? Like, what was it? It was like 2 weeks ago. I had some stuff going on in my life, right? Market just opened, and it was an argument that I got into with somebody over some business stuff, and I communicated to my mentees. I said, hey, look, I was live trading, right? I live trade with my mentees every Monday and Friday. I said, hey, right now I have some stuff going on in my personal life where it's affecting me mentally. I feel myself getting a little, irritated right now. I feel myself getting upset. So I'm going to take a step back from the computer. I don't want to get into a trade when my mindset is like this. I'm going to calm down and I'm going to come back, right? And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They will try to trade on 2 hours of sleep. They'll try to trade after having a big argument. They'll try to trade after a traumatic, sorry to say this, but it's unfortunate, but sometimes something happens in life and, say for example, a pet dying or family dying or whatever the case may be, and then try to trade the next day. You're not in the right mindset to trade, right? And it's important that there's a lot more that goes into trading than just pressing buy or sell. And once you understand those components and you grasp them and understand where you're at, you will get a lot further. Stop worrying about the gains and start focusing on what matters. Your trading will change. If I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong and show me. If you show me where I'm wrong and ask any profitable trader, cool. Am I wrong? Or you guys tell me if I'm wrong. You guys think I'm wrong? Preparation. Doing what I'm doing now. Don't wake up fucking at 9:20 and expect to have a good trading day. That's not how it works, right? Do you think the people in the Olympics, right, or the runners, or the pole jumpers, or the gymnasts, do you think they start training a week before the Olympics? No, they don't. They prepare for, or how about NFL players? You think they just hop out their car and go run on the field? No, they don't. Baseball players, you think the pitcher just rolls out of bed and throws a pitch? No, he wakes up, he stretches, he gets his arm ready, and he prepares for the game, right? You have to do the same aspect, right? This is a career job just like anything else. You just got to abide by the rules. That's the way it is, but if you don't play by the rules, the market's got something for you. I promise you. You'll just be another statistic to the 95% that doesn't make it. And it's not that they don't make it, they quit. It's not that, it didn't make it, just quit, right? Poor trading habits, market trauma, bad habit. I guess it's a thing. But also, right? I'm getting ready to rock out here in a second. Before anything, once again, I just want to say thank you to you guys for taking time out of your Monday, Labor Day, to come kick it. Seriously, I really appreciate that. I do. I hope you guys gained some value and some knowledge, or even just prepared with me for the week, right? That's why I do these, right? But yeah, let's get it, y'all. It's game time. If anybody got any last minute questions, let's go ahead and get it. Amazon? Yeah, I can check out Amazon real quick. Amazon was kind of strong on Thursday, but Friday it pretty much gave everything back. It's breaking and retesting this hourly trend line. I don't mind Amazon. It just needs to get back above 140. So I would watch either Amazon above 140 or below 137. That's what I would watch on Amazon. And then that's my mindset as well, steadfast. I don't want to catch 100% of every move. I just want a piece of the pie. That's it. I just want a piece of the pie. But once again, if anybody's interested in live trading with me on a daily basis, along with multiple other 6 and 7 figure traders, that's where you can find us in Honey Drip. If you would just like to follow me, you can head to my Instagram. I did open the subscription, right? I'm going to tag you guys right now so you guys can see this. Give me 1 second. Appreciate that, man. Shay, I don't know about tomorrow. I do not. I think I'm gonna trade with my mentees tomorrow. Yep. Oh, let me turn this on. I'm gonna show you guys right now what I'm about to do. I'm gonna turn this on. Let me see subscription details. Let's do this right here. You guys can see the time. I just did this right now. Next 5 people will get 50% off lifetime. Bam. Just go to my Instagram and you can click it. That's it. If you would like to live trade with us and get signals daily, you guys can go to the Honey Drip. It is in my bio as well. If you'd like to just follow me on Instagram, here's how to do so. Next 5 people will get 50% off lifetime. But yeah, guys, I'm not a salesy person. I don't like pushing that on people, but people did ask about it. I do not like doing that at all. That's why I'm not, too much. If you guys would like to follow me, you guys know where to find me. If you guys would like to live trade, y'all know where to find me. I'm not very a pushy person. I like to let people make their own decisions based off the facts, right? But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys had a great night tonight. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. I will be posting my trading plan, of course. Mentees, you guys know. And I'll also be posting my link. Yes. So tomorrow morning, I'll post my trading plan. I'll post my link, and yeah, next 5 people get lifetime access, 50% off. But yeah, man. Hope you guys have a great night. Yeah. Yep. Me, Brett, or Ari. Yep. Coins. That's what I'm working on now. I'm trying to get that together. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and rock out. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys have a great trading week. I'll catch you guys in the morning with the updated watch list.